Hello friends. Father Gilligan, poor Father Gilligan, the old priest Peter Gilligan. The old priest Peter Gilligan, what happened to him? He slept, tired. Day in and day out, he was either visiting the sick people or giving last blessings to the dying. So he was tired, he slept. Then he heard the chirping of the sparrows and he got up. He opened his eyes and he saw moths again flying in the field. Marwan, the man has died while I slept in the chair. He roused his horse out of his sleep and rode with little care. Stanza 7. Marwan. In Irish language, that means, oh God, alas, alas, or oh you, like that. The man has died. So he was thinking of that man. That poor man, he was dying. Somebody had sent a messenger to him, saying that please come immediately. The person is dying while I slept in the chair. Oh, he was very sad. He roused his horse. He woke his horse up out of its sleep. The horse also was sleeping. The horse also was tired and rode with little care. Little care means no care at all. Did not bother about his personal safety. Here we have got Marwan, alas, roused, woke up, little care, no care, rocky lane, narrow roads, where we have rocks, the rocky narrow roads, fen, marshy land, wetland, grief, heartfelt sorrow, swayed, moved left and right like this. Oh, he died like this. And merry means happy. Merry Christmas we say. So happy Christmas. So there it is. So the reaction. So what happened? He felt that he failed in his duty. So he immediately he put on whatever clothes he had, when rushed to the horse and he said, and woke him up and got on, and then with great speed, because he did not bother. After all, it was rocky, narrow roads. The narrow roads were rocky and also marshy land, wet land. But he did not bother at all. So see, look at that. His single-minded devotion to his duty. For because his body was tired, he slept. But when he got up, he felt that in his heart of hearts. And he rode now as he never rode, by rocky lane and fen. The sick man's wife opened the door. Father, you come again. There is an anticlimax. So the way that he was riding, over rocky lane and fens, the way he was going, the speed at which he was riding, these things tell you how dutiful he was. Beautiful, not dutiful. If you are dutiful, then you will be beautiful. And what happened is that man's wife, he opened the door and said, Father, you come again. As if he went there earlier. So the woman thought, actually who came there, you know. In the absence of Father Gilligan, God had sent an angel in the form of Father Gilligan to give the last blessings to that dying man. While his faithful servant, his means God's, while God's faithful servant was sleeping, God thought, let him sleep. Let him enjoy a night's sleep. Let him take rest. So what did he do? He took mercy upon Father Gilligan. He felt sympathy for Father Gilligan. So God sent one of his angels in the form of, or dressed like Father Gilligan, The angel who looked like Father Gilligan, Peter Gilligan, he went there and gave the last blessings and went away. So the lady thought it was Father Gilligan. But Father Gilligan now understood that it was not me, it was somebody else, and that somebody else was the angel of God. Father, he coming. And is the poor man dead? He cried. The woman said, he cried an hour ago. He died an hour ago. The old priest Peter Gilligan in grief swayed to and fro. Felt sorrow. In grief, heartfelt sorrow. Oh, I failed in my duty. I failed in my duty. I could not give him my last blessing. When you were gone, he turned and died. This dying man, as merry as a bird, happily because he got his last blessings. The old priest Peter Gilligan, he knelt him at that word. Then he understood who it was. Father Peter Gilligan, old Father Peter Gilligan, tired Father Peter Gilligan, came to know that it was not his work. He had not gone there, but it was the work of God Almighty who took pity on this person. But why did he take pity? Because in the eyes of God, Father Peter Gilligan was sincere, faithful, devoted to his duty, and had dedication to do his duty. So God thought, let him sleep. I will send my angel. Angel came, gave the last blessings. The man was happy. He turned around and he died as happy as a bird. Birds are very happy. Have you ever heard birds crying? No. So as happy as a bird. And then Father understood. Then Father understood the mystery. What is that mystery? God had sent his angel instead of Father Gilligan, because Father Gilligan was a faithful servant of God. You understand that? So marvel, the man has died while I slept in the chair. He roused his horse out of its sleep and rode with little care. He rode now as he never rode, a rocky lane and fen. The sick man's wife opened the door. Father, you come again. And is the poor man dead? He cried. He died an hour ago. The old priest Peter Gilligan in grief swayed to and fro. When you were gone, he turned and died, as merry as a bird. The old priest Peter Gilligan, he knelt him at that word. Understand? You should sing like this. Marvel, the man has died while I slept in the chair. He roused his horse out of its sleep and rode with little care. He rode now as he never rode, by rocky lane and fen. The sick man's wife opened the door. Father, you come again. And is the poor man dead? He cried. He died an hour ago. The old priest Peter Gilligan in grief swayed to and fro. When you were gone, he turned and died, as merry as a bird. The old priest Peter Gilligan, he knelt him at that word. Because this is, as I told you, this is passed on to generations through mouth, through oral tradition. Ballads are meant for singing. Understand that? So you have to sing like that. And there is a rhythm. Tat, 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 tat. So try that. You should try that. Okay. Very good. So stanza 7. He was awakened by the chirping of sparrows. His first reaction was a cry of grief. Alas, alas, the man must have died while he slept in his chair. He roused his horse, which was still sleeping, and rode as fast as he could without caring for his safety. Stanza 8. He rode as he never rode before in his life. He rode over narrow, rocky roads and wet marshes. As soon as he reached the poor man's house, his wife opened the door and exclaimed, "Father, you have come a second time." Stanza 9. Anxiously, the old priest Peter Gilligan asked her whether the sick man had died. She replied, saying that he had died an hour before. The old priest Peter Gilligan swayed to and fro in grief. Stanza 10. She continued saying, when he had gone, he turned and died as happy as a bird. Father Peter Gilligan understood what had happened. It must have been God's work. He knelt down and thanked him, his God, from his heart of hearts. I think you have understood this stanza. Afterwards, we are very simple now. Isn't it? Very simple. Ballads supposed to be rhythmic and simple. Because for the simple people also, even people who have not gone to schools and colleges, they should be able to understand this. That's why the repetitions we find. Stanza 9, the old priest Peter Gilligan. Again, 10th stanza, same line. The old priest Peter Gilligan. This repetition, why? Is for you to remember. Easily to remember and sing. Hope that you will be singing. So till we meet again, bye.